Welcome to Wakaati Entertainment Gist. On the headlines, Blessing CEO blasts Nkechi Blessing over comment on finding love. Speed Darlington sues NAPTIP for defamation. Pretty Little Baby singer dies at 87, and in sport, Ademola Lookman reaches agreement with Inter Milan. And now the news in detail. Self-acclaimed relationship expert Blessing CEO has slammed actress Nkechi Blessing after she threw a shade at her over her public display of affection with her partner IVD. Nkechi Blessing criticized Blessing CEO for acting like someone in love despite the previous criticisms of others for similar behavior. She claimed Blessing CEO used to throw people in relationships but is now doing the same thing she once condemned, suggesting her actions stemmed from jealousy. In her response, Blessing CEO told Nkechi Blessing to come collect her ID card if she's so concerned, and even offered to teach her how to keep a man and get him to marry her. She also jokingly invited Nkechi Blessing to slide into her DMs if she wanted to join her on her Qatar trip, promising that the experience will be unforgettable. Nkechi Blessing Sunday, you know I must reply you. Better come collect my ID card. Let me teach you how to keep a man and make him marry you. Send me a DM if you're interested in the Qatar trip with me. Let's enjoy and create memories together. Nigerian singer Darlington Okoye, popularly known as Speed Darlington, has filed a lawsuit against the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons (NAPTIP) for declaring him wanted. In the lawsuit filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja on July 9, 2025 by his legal team counsel, Akpi, as some people call him, is seeking 3 billion naira in damages, alleging that NAPTIP's actions were defamatory. On June 27, the agency announced that Darlington was wanted for alleged crimes including rape, cyberbullying, and cyberstalking. In the lawsuit filed by his legal counsel, Speed Darlington argued that the agency's actions of declaring him wanted was baseless and has dented his reputation and safety. He requested the court to issue a perpetual injunction restraining NAPTIP from enforcing or giving effect to the contents of the June 27 publication. NAPTIP had declared him wanted after he failed to come forward to answer questions bordering on claims he made in a video that he posted on Instagram, in which he alleged he had carnal knowledge of a minor in a hotel. Consequently, the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency (DSVA) intervened and referred the case to NAPTIP for further investigation. Despite the singer's claim that it was a prank, NAPTIP insisted that he must appear at its Abuja office for questioning. The singer defended his actions, stating that artists need controversy to thrive. He claimed that his controversial statements were part of promoting his work and apologized to anyone who he offended. 55-year-old Jennifer Lopez has made it clear that she's not getting married again after 4 divorces. The singer and actress, who is currently on her Up All Night tour in Europe, during one of her live performances had a fan who held up a sign that read, "J-Lo, marry me." "I think I'm done with that," she said in the video shared by a fan. "I've tried that a few times." It will be recalled that the actress first got married to actor Ojani Noah. The pair tied the knot in 1997, however, they called it quits the following year. Jennifer Lopez went on to find love with Chris Judd in 2001, getting married, and then filing for a divorce in 2003. Her longest marriage was her 10-year union with singer Mark Anthony, which lasted from 2004 to 2014. The exes, who remain on good terms, share 17-year-old twins Max and Emmy. In 2021, Jennifer Lopez reunited with Ben Affleck and rekindled their romance. The pair, who officially broke off their engagement in 2004, went on to tie the knot in 2022, but that did not last as well. Legendary country, rock, and pop singer Connie Francis, known for her hit song Pretty Little Baby, has died at the age of 87. Her death was confirmed on social media by her friend and copyright manager Ron Roberts. "It's with a heavy heart and extreme sadness that I inform you of the passing of my dear friend Connie Francis last night." In a post he wrote on Facebook, he said, "I know that Connie would approve that her fans are among the first to learn of this sad news." Last month, Frances, who was one of the most successful female singers in the 1950s and 1960s, cancelled an appearance on cousin Bruce Lee's Independent Day radio show after she was hospitalized and transferred to the intensive care unit due to extreme pain. On July 2, Frances wrote on Facebook, "As many of you may now have learned through cousin Bruce Lee's Facebook page, I am back at the hospital where I've been undergoing tests and checks to determine the causes of the extreme pain I have been experiencing. I had hoped to take part in Bruce's show for Independence Day, having had to cancel a previous slot a few weeks ago, then receiving treatments on my hip. Sadly, I had to let him know that I again had to withdraw. My thanks for your many get well soon messages. I will endeavor to keep you updated." Hours later, Frances updated that she had been transferred from the intensive care into a private room following a series of tests. 2 days later, Frances said she was feeling much better as she wished fans a happy July 4th. Frances' death comes after her 1962 track Pretty Little Baby went viral on TikTok, accumulating over 15 million creates on the platform. Within 1 week in May, Pretty Little Baby, which was released on Frances' 1962 album, was streamed over 14 million times. Frances, who was the first woman on the top Billboard Hot 100 with My Heart Has a Mind of Its Own, said she was thrilled and overwhelmed at the success of Pretty Little Baby, which wasn't a big hit on its release when she was 23. Super Eagles winger Ademola Lookman has reportedly reached an agreement to join Inter Milan from Atalanta in a €40 million deal. According to Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, Inter have moved decisively in their pursuit for the Super Eagles star and are prepared to meet Atalanta with a firm proposal. The former Leicester City winger is currently under contract at Atalanta until 2027, but talks between the clubs have begun, with Inter hoping that a previously made promise by Atalanta to allow Lookman leave this summer will be respected. Despite Atalanta's valuation of €50 million, Inter are willing to pay €40 million with no intention of increasing their bid. Atalanta are asking for at least €50 million, but Inter do not intend to go beyond their proposal, Di Marzio said. The player has already given his approval for the transfer, which is why the Champions League runner-up are keen to avoid prolonged negotiations. If talks drag on, Inter may decide to move on to other targets, including Nico Gonzalez, he said. And finally, legendary American rapper Snoop Dogg has officially become co-owner of Championship football club Swansea City. The Drop It Like It's Hot rapper, who is 53, who had hinted at an investment while helping to promote the club's shirt launch at the weekend, has now joined Croatian footballing great Luka Modric in buying into the Swans. Snoop Dogg said, "My love of football is well known, but it feels special to me that I make my move into club ownership with Swansea. The story of the club and the area really struck a chord with me. This is a proud working class city and club, an underdog that bites back, just like me. I am proud to be part of Swansea. I am going to do all I can to help the club, and I look forward to getting to know you all, my YJBS." Snoop Dogg, whose real name is Carvey Brothers, unveiled Swansea's new kit last weekend. The Swans said in a statement, "Swansea City is delighted to announce global rap star and multi-platinum selling artist Snoop Dogg has become the club's latest high-profile co-owner and investor. The 53-year-old, who caused a social media sensation when he helped launch our 2025-2026 home kit on Saturday, comes on board a few months after Croatian football great Luka Modric became a part of Swansea City. Snoop is renowned as one of the greatest and most influential rappers of all time and has sold 35 million albums worldwide across a performing and recording career spanning more than 30 years. He has also always had a deep love for sport and football in particular. At one point, he was a brand ambassador for the FIFA video game series and has been pictured wearing a variety of team jerseys over the years. Swansea's home kit may be the latest in that sequence, but Snoop's tie to the club will run deeper than the donning of the famous white shirt as he formally becomes a member of the club's ownership. And it is hoped his global profile and love of football can play an important part in helping us spread the Swansea City name as far and wide as possible in order to boost our commercial performance to further support our aspirations as a club. And that's it on Wakaati Entertainment Gist. See you next time.